Yeah, hi guys. So let's look at this question here. This question says that A and B leave points X and Y towards Y and X respectively simultaneously and travel in the same route. After meeting each other on the way, A takes 4 hours to reach his destination while B takes 9 hours to reach his destination. If the speed of A is 64 km per hour, what is the speed of B? Okay. तो देखो क्या करना है हमें ना. It says that A and B leaves X and Y for points Y and X respectively. So we'll draw a straight line here and try to draw this path here till X and Y. Okay. So let's say this is X here and this is Y here. And what is happening? So A and B are leaving from these 2 points. Okay. So let's say these guys are here. A is leaving from here and B is leaving from here. Okay. Now it says that after meeting each other on the way, A takes 4 hours to reach his destination. So both have started simultaneously, right? So obviously what will happen? So let's say for example, they meet somewhere here at Z, है ना? मान लो Z पे यहाँ पे meet किए. So what will happen now? So if they are meeting at Z, तो A will be, let's say this is A's path here. So A has taken T seconds to reach at this point. Or let's say hours में data है, so we can take T because it is in hours, right? Data. So I can take T hours here, है ना? And again तुम्हारा यहाँ से यहाँ तुम्हारा again क्या? This is again B also taking T hours. ठीक है? तो reach at this point. After reaching here, now B is continuing his path. Let's say B is coming here and B takes 9 hours to reach a destination. Okay, so it says that after meeting each other on the way, A takes 4 hours to reach a destination. So let's say this is the path of A here. So A will reach here and A takes 4 hours to reach his destination. So time taken is 4 hours. Mind it is given after meeting, है ना? After meeting है ये. Similarly, it goes for B. So B is coming here and B is taking path of B is taking time of 9 hours, है ना? So after meeting at Z, A is taking 4 hours and B is taking 9 hours. So we studied this actually. तो हमें निकालना क्या है? We want to calculate here. If speed of A is 64 km per hour, what is the speed of B here? Okay. So we have studied two things here. So first thing is, whenever this kind of situation occurs, है ना? So what we know is always SA upon SB is equal to under root TB upon TA. Right? ये पढ़ा है हमने, है ना? So when does it happen? So basically after when A starts from this point and after T hours when they are meeting here, so time taken to cover this part, let's say this is the path of A here. Okay. So time taken to cover this path is basically TA. And similarly, let's say it is the path of B here. Okay. So after meeting, time taken to cover this path is TB. Okay, so it's always SA upon SB is equal to under root TB upon TA here, right? Now, what is this value? So I can easily calculate this right now because we have been given a speed of A is 64 km per hour upon speed of B. Speed of B I don't know. This I need to calculate. ठीक है, under root TB by TA कितना है? तो TB is 9 and TA is 4. So I can easily calculate that the value of SB will be how much? The value of SB will be under root 9 by 4 is 2 by 3, 3 by 2. So 64 into 2 by 3, that is equal to 128 by 3. So 128 by 3 is 42.66 km per hour. ये आपका आंसर हो जाएगा, है ना? So simple है, right? So straightforward application of this formula that we studied. Okay. One more thing we could have calculated here is कि the T we can calculate. No, T क्या होता था if you remember? So T was under root TA TB. Okay, so I don't need to calculate in this question, but we can calculate. To T, what will be T here? T will be under root 9 into 4. That will be T equal to 6 hours हो जाएगा. Okay, so 9 into 4 will be 6 hours. That means T will be 6 hours. So after 6 hours, both have met here at this point. Okay, but that we don't need to calculate. So we just need to calculate the speed of B, and the answer is 42.66 km per hour. Right? चलो, let's move to question 2 now. Now question 2 says that, just read this question to all of you. It says that if Raj and Chandu travel with uniform speeds from Pune to Mumbai, okay, and Mumbai to Pune respectively via the same route, Raj starts at 7 am while Chandu starts 4 hours later. Okay, so again let's make the diagram here. So we'll make this diagram. Okay, So let's say this straight path here. So from Mumbai to Pune. Okay. So let's say this is Mumbai here and this is Pune here. Mumbai and Pune. ठीक है ना? Now Raj is starting from Pune. ठीक है? तो Raj is starting from Pune here. तो Raj is starting from Pune. ठीक है? And Chandu starting from Mumbai here. That is, we can say R and C. Okay. And Raj starts at 7 a.m. So Raj is starting at 7 a.m. in the morning. Chandu is starting at 11 a.m. That is 4 hours later. Okay. So what is happening now? They meet on the way at 3:10 p.m. on same day. Right. So देखो, they have not started here. They have not started at same time. First of all, okay. Though they meet on the way at 3:10 p.m. on this same day. Let's say for example, they meet at this point at 3:10 p.m. है ना? कब मिले ये लोग? 3:10 p.m. पे they meet. Okay. So in 3:10 p.m. what will happen? Let's say this is the path of Raj here. So Raj has covered this path in basically what is the time here? So time is 8 hours 10 minutes है ना? 7 a.m. से लेकर 3:10 p.m. तक 8 hours 10 minutes. में what is the timing? So 8 hours 10 minutes is basically what? I should write here 8 hours and 10 minutes. Okay. So 8 hours and 10 minutes. So 8 hours and 10 minutes is what here? 8 hours is 480 minutes plus 10 is 490 minutes. तो ये आपका 490 minutes हो गया. Similarly, Chandu started from this point and Chandu ने ये cover किया. Okay. He came from this part to this part and he took time of 4 hours 10 minutes. तो 4 hours 10 minutes कितना हो गया आपका? That is equal to 250 minutes. ठीक है ना? And it says that at what time do they reach their destinations if both of them reach their respective destinations at the same time. तो हुआ basically क्या ना कि after this what they are saying कि इस point से मिलने के बाद देखो same time में they didn't start. Okay, so same time में they didn't start. They started different timing. They started at different timing here. Now after meeting at this point, राज यहाँ से यहाँ आ गया. ठीक है? And let's say the time taken is t minutes या t hours या t minutes मान लेते because it is in minutes, right? And similarly, now Chandu has started from this point after meeting and he came to this point is again in t minutes because what they are saying that both have reached their respective destinations at the same time. So what time do they reach their destinations? है ना? देखो इसको ना what we need to think in this question is actually we'll think in reverse way now. This is not in actual exactly not a same application of the last question, a bit like in a different way. For example, so in my last question, okay, or in the last funda where we directly use this funda of SA by SB is equal to under root TB by TA. Okay, so in this what happened if you remember कि both started at the same time. तो दोनों ने same time start किया था. ठीक है? And after meeting, A will take TA time and B will take TB time. यही हुआ था ना? So both have started at the same time. So both will reach somewhere here. Okay, at this point. And after meeting, this guy A will take TA time to reach here and this guy B will take TB time to reach here. है ना? So now let's say t minutes में लोग यहाँ पे meet किए थे and this is after meeting, so t was equal to under root TA TB, right? But this was when both they started at the same time. यहाँ पे क्या है कि both have started at a different time here. तो देखो, तो again बहुत ज़्यादा difference तो नहीं है. What I'll be thinking in this case is in reverse way. For example, let's say at some time they both started. So just thinking reverse way. Reverse way means reverse सोचना, उल्टा सोचना. That means they Raj has right now Raj is here and right now Chandu is here. Correct ना? ठीक है? तो आप ये सोचना कि Raj has started from this point and Chandu has started from this point. ठीक है? तो what will happen in this case? इस केस में क्या होगा ना कि Raj will reach at this point. Let's say this point is Z. है ना? तो इस पॉइंट को हम लोग Z अज्यूम कर लेते हैं. लेट्स से दिस पॉइंट इज Z हियर. ओके, तो राज हैज रीच्ड दिस पॉइंट इन t minutes. करेक्ट? चंदू ऑल्सो विल रीच दिस पॉइंट इन Z minute. करेक्ट? हम रिवर्स सोच रहे हैं, राइट? आफ्टर रीचिंग वापस से स्टार्ट किया, दे अगेन स्टार्टेड. ओके, थिंक लाइक दैट. So obviously Raj with this distance is covered by Raj in t minutes. So whether he goes from this direction to this direction or he goes from this direction to this direction, बात तो same ही है. Okay, the same thing here. So thing is, now Raj will come at this point. Okay, so Raj will come at this point in t minutes, right? Chandu will come at this point in t minutes, right? Acha. After that, Chandu will take 4 hours 10 minutes to reach here. So can I say that this is actually my TA? Can I say that this is actually my TA here? ठीक है, तो यही मेरा वो टाइम टेकन बाय जो चंदू है वो है. ठीक है, so let's say this is my TC here, time taken by Chandu. So Chandu has what I assumed here, just in a reverse way. Chandu started at this point, reached here in t minutes, and t minutes, right? In t minutes. So Chandu started at this point, reached here in t minutes. After that, he took 4 hours 10 minutes, that is 250 minutes more to reach here. Okay, same thing for Raj. What Raj did here? So Raj started from this point, reached here in t minutes, right? So reached here in t minutes, and after that Raj will take 490 minutes more. Correct. तो बेसिकली होगा क्या? सो नाउ आई कैन डायरेक्टली यूज दैट. आई कैन से दैट कि जो तुम्हारा ये वाला पार्ट है, दिस इज एक्चुअली टाइम टेकन बाय चंदू TC and time taken by Raj TR. So I can say that T will be equal to under root TA into TR. Exactly same formula we can use ना. ठीक है, तो what is TA into TR guys? It is something 490 into 250. Okay, and this is equal to you can just see कितना आ रहा है ये. 490 का square root is 49 का square root is 7, and then 10 into 25 250 2500 square root is 50. That means 350 minutes are right. Okay, that means the value of t should be 350 minutes. So what happened actually? Okay, after meeting at 3:10, okay, they took 350 minutes more na. So after meeting at 3:10, they took 350 minutes more. So 3:10 p.m. plus 350 minutes more. Now what is 350 minutes? So 350 minutes is equal to 5 hours and 50 minutes. So if you add 5 hours and 50 minutes in 3:10 p.m., the answer will be 9 p.m. So 9 p.m. is the correct answer for this question here. All of you got this right? So thinking in reverse way, just that कि हुआ उसका उल्टा. In this case, they started at different time, but they ended after meeting. They took the same time. So we just thought कि if they would have come in reverse way, so from here to here, Raj will be taking. Here to here, Chandu will be taking t minutes, Raj will be taking t minutes, and from here to here, Raj 490, and from here to here, Chandu will be 250 minutes. ठीक है, so t equal to under root TATB, that is TCTR in this case here. Okay, चलिए, then let's move to next question now. Now look at question 3 here. What this question 3 is saying here is, so what this question 3 is saying here is, A and B start simultaneously from P and Q towards Q and P respectively. Okay, and they meet on the way T, which is at a distance of 180 meter from P. Right. So again, let's make a diagram for this here. We'll make a diagram here. Okay. So what has happened now? Basically, P and Q are the 2 points here. Okay. And A and B have started from these 2 points towards each other. Okay, देखो again similar question here. Okay, so what has happened now? They meet on the way at T, which is at a distance of 180 meter from P. They have met at a distance at a point T, which is at a distance of 180 meter from P. ठीक है. If A and B takes 16 seconds and 25 seconds to reach their respective destinations from T, है ना? So basically what has happened again, same thing has happened here. So A will be coming from this point to this point, let's say in T seconds. ठीक है? Because seconds में है यहाँ पे, so I can take seconds here. Okay. And B will be coming from this point to this point again in T second, because both have started simultaneously. So time same रहेगा. So after T second, both will reach at this point. Now they are saying that after reaching destination, A is taking 16 seconds more. So from here to here, A is taking 16 seconds more, and from here to here, B is taking from here to here, B is taking 25 seconds more. Okay, this is the path of B, and is taking 25 seconds. This is the path of A is taking 16 seconds here. So exactly same funda I can apply here. Okay, so I want to calculate T. I can calculate T is equal to what? T equal to under root TA TB, that is equal to under root 25 into 16, that is equal to 20 seconds. Root 400 is 20 seconds, right? So never forget what is TA and TB. TA and TB is basically, again, never forget this. Okay, A and B is started at same point. After T second, both will reach at certain time here, that is after T second. After this, A will follow his path. He will take T's time to reach from this point to this point, and B will follow his path, and B will take this from this point to this point, TB. So T equal to under root TA TB. Never forget this, right? Okay. So what do you need to calculate here? What is the distance between P and Q I need to calculate? Okay. So we can calculate that. So actually for that I need some speed also here. So now since we got T is equal to 20 seconds, no? So T is 20 seconds here. That means I can say that A has covered the distance of 180 meter because A has moved from this point to this point. Hai. So A has covered a distance of 180 meter in 20 seconds. So what is the speed of A here? Okay, so I can say that speed of A will be 180 meter. He has covered in 20 seconds. So speed will be 9 meter per second. That's the speed of A. Okay, so speed of A will be 9 meter per second, right? So once I got speed of A as 9 meter per second, I want distance between P and Q. So we have got that relation also, no? I can use that relation. SA upon SB is equal to under root TB upon TA. Okay, so SA is 9, SB I don't know. Under root TB upon TA. So TB is equal to 25. So 25 upon 16, that is 5 by 4. So what is the value of SB I can get from here? So SB will be equal to 9 into 4 by 5. That is equal to, I think, 36 Nayar. Just a minute. Yeah. So SB will be equal to how much? SB will be equal to 5 by 4. So SB will be 36 by 5. So 36 by 5 is the speed of B. Okay. So I want to calculate the distance. So in speed of B is 36 by 5 meter per second. Okay. So in 16 seconds, how much B will cover? So B, in 20 seconds, right? So in 20, because again, this is 20 seconds, no? So in T second, B has reached from here to here. So in 20 seconds, B will cover how much? So in 20 seconds, distance covered by B will be equal to 36 by 5 into 20. That is equal to 144 meter. So B has covered 144 meter. Hana. A has covered how much? A has covered 180 meter. So 180 plus 144, the total answer will be equal to 324 meter. That is the answer for this question. Okay. So we wanted to calculate what is the distance between P and Q. So answer is 324 meter. Yeah. So I hope all of you got this. Okay. We could also have done this way. There's one more way I can think of. Okay, so I can think of one more way here. What I can do in this case, no? I can simply write SA upon SB is equal to under root TB upon TA. Okay, and we know that for the first part here, time is constant. Okay, so because time is constant, so it is basically if time is constant, because both have run for T second, no? So time is constant. So if time is constant, that means distance will be proportional to speed, no? So distance will be proportional to speed, right? So dA by dB equal to SA by SP. So distance will be proportional to speed because time is constant for the first part here. From here to here, he has covered in T second, and from here to here, again in T second, right? So time is constant, okay? From here to here in T second, and from here to here again in T second, right? Acha. So now what I can tell is, okay, now we have got everything here basically. So what I got, so dA is, I know distance covered by A is 180, 180 upon distance covered by B, that is TQ here. It is TQ is equal to under root 25 by 16, because I can directly equate this to this, no? So 25 by 16 is 5 by 4. So TQ value we can get, so TQ we can get 5 by 4. that is equal to 144 minutes. Directly I'll get here. So TQ is 144. So 144 plus 180, 324 is the answer. This you can treat as method 2 here. Okay. So method 2. We just strike here. Okay. So we can solve like this also. Okay. 144 meter. All of you, because for this part distance is because time is constant now, so distance is proportional to speed. So distance is proportional to speed means dA by dB equal to SA by SB, and SA by SB is under root TB by TA. So ultimately I can equate these two directly, no? So 180 by TQ, TQ is this part, TQ, right? Okay, is equal to 25 by 16 here. So TQ is 144. So I can get the answer as 144 plus 180 is equal to 324, right? Chalo. Let's go to the next question now. Okay. Look at this question 4 here, guys. Okay. This question says that Priya and Rima start running towards each other from opposite ends on a straight track. After crossing each other, they take 64 seconds and 100 seconds respectively to reach the other end. Okay. Let's write question 4 here. Okay. So now what Priya and Rima is doing, so basically they start running towards each other from opposite ends here. Okay, so we can make a diagram for this again. Okay, so basically it's always easier to think in terms of diagram. So what is happening here? So there's like opposite ends, so I can make like this is a straight path here. Okay, so Priya and Rima start towards each other from opposite ends, okay, on a straight track. After crossing each other, so after crossing this, let's say they have crossed here. Okay, so right now P has reached from this point to this point. Okay, and after crossing they take, so Priya will take 64 seconds respectively to reach here. That is Priya. Okay, what happens is Riya right now, let's say this is Riya. So Riya is again reached from this point to this point, and okay, and after that Riya has taken from here to here, Riya has taken time of I think 100 seconds. Okay. Now in another scenario, Priya and Seema also run towards each other on the same track, and Priya takes 80 seconds to reach the other end after crossing Seema. So see, I can simply solve this part, no? So what I can, in the first part, what I can say that again, speed of Priya upon speed of Rima is equal to under root of TR by TP, है ना? So SP by SR is equal to under root TR by TP. Simply I can do that. So what is the time we have right now? So basically it is given that time TR is equal to 100, and this is how much? This is 64. So 100 root is 10. 10 upon 8 is equal to 5 by 4. So what I can say that, no, because I don't have the speed of Priya and Rima here. So what I can say that here कि speed of Priya and speed of Rima, इनके स्पीड का रेशियो है 5:4, राइट? देयर स्पीड रेशियो इज 5:4, ठीक है ना? नाउ 5:4 बेसिकली मींस दैट दिस इज 5x and this is 4x here, ठीक है? 5x and 4x, right? I can assume that. Okay, now what is time? I can also calculate t here. T क्या है basically? T means Priya will take t second to reach from this point to this point, and Riya will take t second from reach point to this point, from this point to this point here. So what is the value of t, guys? T is equal to under root, we know that it is under root TPTR, that is equal to under root 100 into 64, that is equal to 10 into 8, 80 seconds na? So that means t will be 80 seconds here, right? So what I can say that कि Priya का total time कितना है? तो Priya के केस में what is the total time here? So total time basically means that Priya has taken time of how much? See, Priya has taken, this t is 80 seconds, no? So Priya has reached from this point to this point in t second, and t is equal to 80 here. So can I put t is equal to 80 here? I can put that, है ना? तो मैं यहाँ पे t को 80 put कर लेता हूँ. So t is equal to 80 seconds. Okay. So Priya has taken 80 seconds from reach to 80 seconds to reach from this point to this point, and again she has taken 64 seconds to reach from this point to this point. Okay, so total time taken by Priya is 80 plus 64. 80 plus 64 is equal to 144 seconds. ठीक है? Similarly, Rima के केस में total time is how much? तो Rima के केस में total time is how much? It is equal to ये कितना हो गया यार, दिस इज एक्चुअली रीमा हैज टेकन अगेन, शी हैज रीच फ्रॉम ईयर टू ईयर इन टी सेकेंड, तो 80 तो इसके केस में भी है, सो 80 इज इन द केस ऑफ रीमा ऑल्सो, एंड प्लस 100 सेकेंड मोर, so I can say that 80 plus 100 will be equal to 180 seconds. So what is that? Time taken by Priya to complete the total track. यहाँ से यहाँ she can reach here. And time taken by Rima is 180 seconds. She can reach from this point to this point here. है ना? तो basically she can reach from this point to this point here. Okay. यहाँ से start किया and she can reach here. Okay, Rima. So now I can say that look at the other scenario now actually. So in the other scenario, Priya and Seema also run towards each other on the same track, and Priya takes 80 seconds to reach the other end after crossing Seema, है ना? So what I can say in this case now, देखो, so again let's try to make a track here, analyze करते हैं about Priya and Seema here, ठीक है? So what has happened, देखो, Priya and Seema. So what has happened here, okay, that Priya started from this point and Seema started from this point, है ना? Now I can say that time taken by Priya कितना होगा to like cover the complete length of track, and that is before meeting Seema. Okay, तो आप बोलोगे Priya because the track in another scenario, ठीक है, the track is same. तो ट्रैक इज सेम मतलब प्रिया का स्पीड भी सेम ही है, सो प्रिया द स्पीड इज सेम ओनली, सो प्रिया कैन बेसिकली कवर फ्रॉम हियर टू हियर राइट इन 144 सेकेंड, ठीक है ना? सो प्रिया कैन रीच फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट टू दिस पॉइंट इन 144 सेकेंड बिकॉज सेम ट्रैक है. इन द फर्स्ट केस ऑल्सो प्रिया कैन कवर इन 144 सेकेंड द कंप्लीट ट्रैक, और प्रिया का स्पीड तो चेंज होना नहीं है, प्रिया स्पीड विल नॉट चेंज, तो प्रिया बेसिकली विल कंप्लीट दिस होल ट्रैक अगेन इन हाउ मच टाइम, अगेन इन 144 सेकेंड, बट प्रिया टेक्स 80 सेकेंड टू रीच द अदर एंड आफ्टर क्रॉसिंग सीमा. तो व्हाट दे आर सेइंग दैट, लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल प्रिया स्टार्टेड एट दिस पॉइंट, ओके, लेट्स से एट दिस पॉइंट शी मेट सीमा, एंड आफ्टर दैट she continued like that. Okay, so when she continued, okay, so she took 80 second more, so not 80 second more, she takes 80 second to reach the other end after crossing Seema. That means Priya ka total time is 144 second. So if Priya is taking 80 second for this part here, let's say this part is A, C and B. So if Priya is taking 80 second for CV part, that means out of 144 second, if 80 is here, then 64 must be here. So that 64 plus 80 will become 144. That means before meeting Seema, Priya has taken 64 seconds to reach from this point to this point. What will happen with Seema? Seema का भी होगा, Seema ने यहाँ से start किया and Seema will cover like this. This is her journey, है ना? तो point basically क्या है कि again they started same point. तो if Priya ने ये distance cover किया 64 second में, तो obviously Seema also will cover this distance from here to here like CB in 64 seconds, sorry 64 second, right? Okay, so what they're asking is right now and I don't know कि what is this time taken by Seema. So let's say time taken by Seema after crossing is TS. तो अब देखो in this case ना T आपका 64 सेकेंड है, ठीक है, time taken by Priya is 80 second and time taken by Seema I need to calculate. So again same thing चलेगा, same thing means I can calculate like T is equal to under root TP TP into TS कर सकते हैं ना, सेम चीज. इन दिस केस T की वैल्यू मुझे पता है 64 सेकेंड्स, सो T इज 64 सेकेंड. व्हाट इज TP? TP इज 80, TS मुझे नहीं पता. ओके, सो आई कैन कैलकुलेट दिस हियर. सो व्हाट इज TS राइट नाउ? सो TS विल बी इक्वल टू 64 स्क्वायर डिवाइड बाई 80. सो 64 स्क्वायर डिवाइड बाई 80, इफ आई सॉल्व इट, ये आपका आ जाएगा कितना? We can cancel it out, no? So 8 से 10 times 8 जा 64, 8 जा 512 divided by 10 is 51.2 seconds आ जाएगा. So that means 51.2 second हो गया. So I want to calculate time taken by Seema to run the entire length of track. So this from here to here, okay, from here to here she has taken 64 seconds, and from here to here she has taken how much? 51.2 seconds. That means what is total time taken by Seema? ठीक है, तो I can calculate that कि total time taken by Seema here. So in case of Seema, the total time will be equal to आपका ये हो जाएगा 64 सेकेंड एंड प्लस ये वैल्यू आ गई 51.2. So 64 plus 51.2 is equal to 115.2 seconds. That is the answer for this question here. ठीक है. So I hope all of you got this. Okay. So again similar concept है, little bit twisted. Okay. So you should be able to handle this kind of problems. Okay. Let's move to question 5, guys. So in this case, they are saying that two trains A and B. Okay. So two trains A and B started from 2 points X and Y respectively towards each other simultaneously. ठीक है. So basically what is happening, let's say again we try to make a small diagram to have the clarity. Okay. So let's say these are the 2 points here, X and Y. है ना, 2 पॉइंट यहाँ पे X and Y दिया हुआ है, right? Now they are, let's say started point 2 point X and Y towards each other. So let's say from this point the first train has started, let's say train A and train B. Okay, so train A has started from X and train B has started from Y. Okay, train A reaches a point Y in 10 minutes, है ना. That means A will cover the complete journey. So A will cover the complete journey in 10 minutes. Okay. Train B takes 9 minutes more to reach the point X after meeting train A. अब train B का क्या केस है? So what train B is doing here? So train B started from this point. Okay. And at certain point they met at, let's say for example I can say that, so at certain point, so let's say at this point they basically met at let's say Z here, है ना, Z पे मिले ये लोग, right? So obviously A also would have taken some time. So after that train B takes 9 more minutes to reach point X. So after meeting here, no, then train B continued. So train B reached here and then train B continued. So after reaching here, train B took 9 minutes, okay, to reach from this point, that is Z to X. So what is this 9 minutes? This 9 minutes is from Z to X. Okay, and what is this 10 minutes? This 10 minutes is from X to Y completely. Okay, so what is the total time taken by train B to complete distance YX? So what I can do in this question, okay, let's say again I'll say that I don't know after how much time they met. So let's say X traveled for T minutes. So if I can say that कि train A, not X, sorry, A. So train A from here to here traveled the distance in T minutes. So obviously after meeting at Z, train A will further take 10 minus T minutes because the total time taken by train A is 10 minutes. That means train A will cover this distance ZY in 10 minus T minutes, right? That's the case for train A here. Okay. Now what is for train B? So after meeting, now understand this guys, after meeting, so they have met here right now. So after meeting, A is taking 10 minus T minutes here. So in our formula of that T is equal to under root TATB, isn't this TA? Yes it is, right? What is TA? So after meeting, how much time the other train is taking to reach the other point? This is TA here. So TA in my case is 10 minus T. Right. What is my TB here? So TB is basically after meeting at Z, how much time B takes to reach here? So after meeting at Z, how much time B takes to reach here? It takes 9 minutes. This should be my TB here. Okay. So now this should be my TB. So this is my TB. So TB is 9. So TA is 10 minus T and TB is 9. So I can easily apply my formula here. What is the formula, guys? I can use that T is equal to under root TATB. So TA is 10 minus T into what is T into 9 minutes, na? Because TB is 9 here. Okay. Just need to solve this equation. We can solve it, right? So just we can solve it. Square both sides here. So T is square will be equal to 90 minus 10T. Okay. So T is square plus 10T minus 90 is equal to 0. So I hope all of you know how to solve quadratic equation. ठीक है, नहीं आता तो मुझसे क्लास अगर पूछ लेना एक बार. ओके, तो नाउ आपका ये 90 है. सो 90 इज बेसिकली आई नीड टू डिवाइड दिस इनटू 10 हियर. ओके, सॉरी इट शुड नॉट बी 90, नो. t square is equal to 90 minus 90. Okay, sorry, it should be t square equal to 90 minus 90 here. Okay, so 90 minus 90, so t is square plus 90 minus 90 is 0. So now how do you break this? So 19 I can break so that I can split middle term. So obviously 19 we can break like 15 into 6, so that 15 and 6 के difference से I can create a 9 here. तो कितना हो जाएगा आप देखो, t square plus 15t minus 6t minus 90 equal to 0. t common ले लिया, into t plus 15 minus 6 into t plus 15 is equal to 0. फिर t plus 15 common ले लिया, so t plus 15 into t minus 6 is 0. So t equal to minus 15 or 6. तो obviously minus 15 तो कट जाएगा ना, because time cannot be negative, right? So t is equal to 6. Okay. So t will be 6 is the correct answer for this question. So basically t is equal to 6 minutes. Actually, this is not the answer. What I need to calculate here? What is total time taken by train B to complete the travel? Yx. So first of all, train B took 9 minutes in this part, and then train B took 6 minutes in this part, है ना? So basically 9 plus 6 total 15 minutes is the answer. Okay, so 9 plus 6 total 15 minutes आपका क्या हो गया यहाँ पे आंसर हो गया. That's how you should approach this kind of question. Okay, so basically all these 5 questions were on the same formula, that t equal to under root TA TB and SA by SB equal to under root TA by TB here. ठीक है, चलो. Now let's go to the next question here. Okay. So again, this should be an easy question for all of you. Nothing kind of, we have done this kind of question. Let's see as a practice. It says that if a man walks at the rate of 7 km per hour, he misses a train by 9 minutes. So कोई person है, he is walking at the rate of 7 km per hour and he will miss the train by 9 minutes. However, if he walks at the rate of 8 km per hour, he reaches the station 6 minutes before its departure. So see what is happening actually here. स्पीड का जो रेशियो है आपका, स्पीड अ मैन वॉक्स एट द रेट ऑफ 7, तो स्पीड का 2 सिचुएशन है. इन बोथ सिचुएशन स्पीड रेशियो इज 7:8. करेक्ट, ठीक है, बिकॉज पहले केस में स्पीड 7 है, नेक्स्ट केस स्पीड 8 है. तो बिकॉज टाइम डिस्टेंस इज कॉन्स्टेंट, राइट, बिकॉज ही वॉकिंग एट द रेट टू मिस द ट्रेन, वॉकिंग एट द रेट हियर एंड ही मिसेस द ट्रेन. ओके, सो दैट मीन्स basically he is covering some same distance in both the case ना. तो अगर if he is covering same distance in both the case, तो what I can tell that कि अगर speed का ratio time 7:8 है, so time ratio will be 8:7, है ना. So time ratio is basically 8:7. That means first case में time लगा 8, अब time लगा 7. तो what is the difference created in time here? So difference will be, see, in the first scenario, he misses the train by 9 minutes. That means he was supposed to reach the station, let's say for example, 7 p.m. So if the train was at 7 p.m., he misses the train by 9 minutes. That means he reaches the station at 7:09. That is after 9 minutes. And in the other case, he reaches 6 minutes early. That means he reaches at 6:54. Correct. So what is the time difference here? 9 minutes after and 6 minutes early will create a difference of 15 minutes, है ना. तो in ratio, time taken is 8 and 7. Okay, so in ratio, there is a difference of 1 unit. So 1 unit is equivalent to 15 minutes. So 1 unit is equivalent to 15 minutes. So 8 is equivalent to 120 minutes. Okay, and 7 is equivalent to 105 minutes. Okay. That basically means that when he's traveling at a speed of 7, time taken is 120 minutes, and at the speed of 8, time taken is 105 minutes, है ना. So in both the cases, what I can calculate right now, distance I can calculate. Yes, I can calculate distance. Distance is always speed into time. Okay, what is the speed here? Speed is let's say 7 km per hour is the actual speed, है ना, and what is time taken? Time taken is 120 minutes. That is equal to 2 hours. Correct. So it answer is 14 kilometer. ठीक है. Or you can also calculate this way also. Yeah, you can also calculate distance like this. That distance is how much again? Speed into time. So speed is 8 kilometer per hour. Okay, and time taken is how much here? So time taken is 105 minutes. So change 105 by hour into hour, divide by 60. है ना? Now it becomes hour, right? So now it is actually 7 by 4. Okay, and you can cancel it out. So again answer will be 14 kilometer. So any way you can do, means any, because you have got speed and corresponding time, speed and corresponding time. So any pair you can equate, right? 7 के speed से time लग रहा है 120 minute, 8 के speed से time लग रहा है 105 minute. So distance is 14 kilometer. Find the original speed of the man. Okay. So what is the original speed, guys? So original speed means basically speed is equal to distance by time. है ना? So now distance is 14 kilometer here. What is the actual time? So now you can say that actual time will be how much? So see, he is taking 120 minutes in the first case, and he is missing the train by 9 minutes. And in the second case, he is taking 105 minutes and he is reaching 6 minutes early. So actual, what is the actual time? It should be taken, right? So आप बोलोगे the actual time should be either 120 minus 9, because at 120 minutes he is 9 minutes late. That means he should reach 9 minutes earlier. Okay, that is equal to 111 minutes, or it should be 6:54. That means 15 minutes early. So that means, sorry, not 15. That means 6 minutes early. So he's reaching in 105 minutes. Okay, and he's reaching 6 minutes early. So 6 minutes early means you can just add 6 to get the exact time. So in both the cases, I can say that 111 minute is the correct time. Okay, this should be the actual time, exact time. Okay, so this is the exact time, right? So 14 kilometer divided by 111 minutes. Okay, so 111 means I can divide by 60 hour. Okay, so I can cancel it out here. I can cancel basically 14 into 60 by 111. So 14 into 20 by 37, you can cancel by 3. Okay, so now it will be kind of 280 by 37 minutes. So 280 by 37 minutes. Sorry, not minutes actually, kilometer per hour. So speed is basically this is kilometer per hour. Okay, 37 7 ja 259. So 721 by 37 kilometer per hour. This should be speed, right? So basically it's correct only because at 7 he is late, at 8 he is early. So my actual speed or my original speed should be in between 7 and 8. That is, to be exact, 721 by 37. Find the normal time taken by men. So normal time taken is how much? 111 minute. Okay. So 111 is the answer for normal time. This should be the normal time taken by the man. Okay. That is how you solve this kind of question, right? Again, cleared everyone? Great. Let's go to next question now. Okay. Now the other question says that, this question 7 here. Okay. It says that a man is running in a railway tunnel. When he has covered exactly 2/5 of the length of the tunnel, he sees a train approaching the tunnel from behind. He realizes that irrespective of the direction in which he runs, he will be hit by the train at the one of the ends of the tunnel. If the speed of the man is 10 km per hour, find the speed of the train. देखो, तो what is happening basically, let's say for example, there's a tunnel here. तो देख यहाँ एक tunnel है, ठीक है? In this tunnel, okay. So let's say a train, a man is running in a railway tunnel when he has covered exactly 2/5 of the length of the tunnel. So 2/5 means, let's say for example, he is right now here. Okay. That means I can assume the total length of the tunnel to be 5D. Why 5D? Because 2/5 is given, no? So 5D, 5 multiple, right? So 5D. So in that case, if this is 2/5 here, this can be 2D. So rest can be 3D here, है ना? Sorry. Yeah. So this is 2D, this is 3D here. So now they're saying that he realizes that now he's seeing the train. So this person is here right now, okay, and he's seeing a train. That train is approaching the tunnel. That means it's not that basically a train has actually reached the tunnel. Approaching means, let's say for example, so train is right now here at some distance x from the tunnel, है ना? So train is right now here. Train is just approaching the tunnel, right? Approaching the tunnel. Okay. So now you can see that he realizes that is irrespective of the direction in which he runs, he will be hit by train at the one of the end of the tunnel. Okay. That means जाना ही है. Okay. So irrespective of the direction in which he runs, he will be hit by the train at one of the ends of the tunnel. ठीक है. तो point basically क्या है कि now the what I'm trying to say that means if the person is running in this direction, okay, so in that time train also will reach from here to here. Yeah, na? It says that irrespective of whether where he runs, he will be hit by the train. Okay, so if he's running in this direction, that means in the time when train has covered x, the person has covered 2d, है ना? जितने टाइम में ट्रेन ने ये x कवर कर लिया, the person has covered a distance of 2d and they both will collide at this point. ठीक है ना? यहाँ पे collide कर जाएंगे. तो that means the point I can take out here is कि when train covers x, person covers 2d. तो जब ट्रेन x कवर कर रहा है, person 2d कवर कर रहा है. ठीक है? So this I can say for the other part also. Now if in the second case person start running towards this part, तो ये तो ratio same रहेगा ना. So now I can say that when person has covered 2d, that means person has reached from here to here covering 2d. Okay. Then train has covered x here. So train is right now here, right? So train has covered x. तो whenever person covers 2d, train covers x. तो वो 2d इधर हो या वो 2d इधर हो, it doesn't make any impact, right? मतलब person अपने स्पीड से, person by his own speed, when he will cover 2d, train will cover x. So this is what I got from the first part. So when person covers 2d, so train will cover x, so both will hit it at this point. In the other side, when person covers 2d, so train will cover x. So right now the situation is train is here. Okay, so the situation is train is here and the person is here, right? And distance between person and train is 2d plus 2d 4d, right? Okay, so let's see this, guys. The train is here right now and the person is here right now. Okay, and distance between now this is out of 5d, 2d plus 2d, 4d is covered. Okay, 4d is a gap right now and d is left. So what is the situation right now? If the person is running toward this end, he will be hit by the train at the one of the ends of the tunnel. मतलब वो क्या होगा, कहीं ना कहीं hit कर जाएगा. That means in the time the person will reach from here to here, है ना? तो in the time when person covers d, so when person covers d, so train will basically come and hit here at the same time, hit him here, right? So in the time when person has covered d, the train has exactly covered 5d, guys. सही बात है ना? So in the time when train has in the person has covered d, तो जितने time में person यहाँ से यहाँ पहुँचा, the time in which person reached from this point to this point, the time in which person has covered d, ठीक है? So train has covered how much here? So train has basically covered 5d. So I can say that, and basically this has happened in the same time, no? Same time. That means in let's say in t seconds, person has reached from here to here in t seconds. So in the same time train was here, so train has basically reached from here to here in t seconds. So time is constant. So I can say that speed ratio is equal to distance ratio. So speed ratio is equal to distance ratio, है ना? Speed and distance ratio, right? So what is the speed ratio, guys? Distance ratio is 5:1. So speed of train to speed of person, that ratio is also 5:1. ठीक है? So they are saying that speed of person is 10 km per hour. So in ratio 1 represents 10 km per hour. So what is speed of train? That is 5. So what is the value of 5 here? 5 is 50 km per hour. This is the answer for this question, 50 km per hour, right? I hope all of you got this. Okay, chalo, let's move to next question here. Okay, look at this question, guys. Okay, this question says that a man picks up his child from school at 4 p.m. every day and he reaches 4 p.m. sharp and wastes no time for his child and immediately turns back and returns home. Okay, so this question is saying that like there's like, let's say for example, there's school and person. So let's say we make this path here. Okay, so there's this all of you should try this before explaining, just pause this video and try this question by yourself. Okay, then only see the video, right? Okay, solution. So the person is here right now. So let's say school is here and home is here. ठीक है ना? A man picks up his child from the school at 4 p.m. every day. So basically, the person goes from home to school. Okay, like this. So person will go from home to school like this. So he goes from home to school like this, right? Picks up his child at 4 p.m. So he comes to school, picks his child at 4 p.m. and wastes no time and then returns back home. Okay? So waste no time and then returns back home. Correct, right? So he is right now here. Okay, back to home. So obviously, there would be some time. Let's say the time must be t hours. So let's say from home to school, that distance is covered by the person in t hours. Let's say so t hours for going and t hours for coming. Right? So obviously, because distance is same, no? It says that one day the school gets over by 12 p.m., which the man is unaware of. Take care. It should be man is unaware of. Okay. So by which the man is unaware of, the child, instead of waiting for the father, starts walking towards his home after his school gets over. The father picks up his child somewhere in between his home and his school and manages to reach the home 1.5 hours early. Right? So point is basically, in this case, what that day happened, that school gets over by 12 p.m. So I don't know normally when school got over, but this day school got over by 12 p.m. Okay. And the man is unaware of this. He left his home as usual. Take care. And the father picks up his child. So basically, see, so what has happened, no? The child here has covered some distance. So whatever distance child has covered, so obviously time has been saved. Basically what has happened, the person that day left his home, unaware of this, left his home as usual, reached here, so he saw his child in between. Okay, he picked his child in between and then came back. Okay, so person started at this point, picked his child in between and then came back. And because of this, he could save 1.5 hours of the journey. That means because of this, he could save 1.5 hours in total. So if 1.5 hours total उसने save कर लिया, that means 45 minute to and fro save कर लिया. That means अगर वो person यहाँ से यहाँ तक जाता और फिर यहाँ पे वापस आता, तो this distance cover करने में इसको 1.5 hour time ज़्यादा लगता. That means the time taken by person from this point to this point should be 45 minutes. है ना? And again going back again is 45 minutes. Then only, right? So obviously, then only the time would have been like 1.5 hours is saved. That means child has walked some distance d, and because of that distance d, he saved his 1.5 hour. That means for 1.5, that means for 45 minutes उसको चलना पड़ता है यहाँ से यहाँ, है ना? Okay, that's great. So basically, what has happened now? So after when he basically came back, when the school was closed at 4 p.m. Okay, so in the first case, school was closed at 4 p.m. Right? Sorry, I said that I don't know that school timing when it is closing. It is we know that school is closing at 4 p.m. because it is given that picks up a child at 4 p.m. every day. So that means that must be the school closing time, right? So school is closing 4 p.m. and that day school is closed at 12 p.m. Right? So now what has happened? So person would normally reach here at 4 p.m. But now he has saved 45 minutes. That means he has reached this point at 3:15 p.m. guys. Correct, no? Because he saved 45 minutes, so he would reach the school at 4 p.m. But he has basically reached here at this point at 3:15 p.m. The point where he picked his child, because he has to save 45 minutes, because 1.5 hours of to and fro journey is saved. This is the to and fro journey, right? This is the to and fro journey. That means if 1.5 hours is saved in to and fro like this, try it from here and then it here. So 1.5 hours is saved. Okay. So the point is basically 45 minutes is saved here. है ना? So that basically means that he would reach this point at 3:15 p.m. Okay. So that means this distance, now understand this guys, so all of you can see here, this distance D will be covered by the man or by the father in 45 minutes. Okay. And the child started walking at 12 p.m. Okay. And child was picked up by his father when he walked this distance D at 3:15 p.m. That means the child kept walking. Child kept walking from 12 p.m. to 3:15 p.m. Think about it, right? Okay ना, because father को यहाँ पहुँचना था at 4 p.m. but because उसने total journey में 1.5 hour save किया. क्यों save किया? इसलिए save किया because child has covered this distance actually. Child has come forward, है ना? So child has covered some distance D. Child has covered some distance D from here to here, है ना? And because of child walking this distance D, father said 45 minutes. That means this D distance would be covered by the father in 45 minutes. Now child reached this point at 3:15 p.m. So father picked him at 3:15 p.m. and child started walking at 12 p.m. That means the same distance D is basically covered by the child in 3 hours 15 minutes. That is basically 12 p.m. to 3:15 p.m. That is basically 195 minutes. So the distance, this D distance is covered by man in 45 minutes and by the child in 195 minutes. So what is the ratio of father driving speed to child walking speed? ठीक है, तो बोलोगे because distance constant है, distance same है, right? Okay, so if distance is constant, because same distance D is being covered by father and child, है ना, in our comparison. तो हम लोग का distance constant है. So if distance is constant, in that case speed is inversely proportional to time. तो speed कितना है, तो आप बोलोगे now what is time ratio? So time taken by father to time taken by child is basically 45 to 195. 5 9 ja and 5 39 ja, 3 3 ja and 3 13 ja. So time का ratio है 3/13. That means speed of father to speed of child का ratio क्या हो जाएगा? That should be 13/3. That should be the answer, because in that much time only father in that is the speed ratio, because time is speed distance is constant, so speed is inverse to time. So time का ratio 3/13, so speed का ratio 13/3, just reverse, right? So that should be the answer for this beautiful question here. Okay, I hope all of you got this right. ठीक है, चलो let's move to question 9 here. Okay, see how do you approach this kind of questions here. Just pause this and obviously try this question, then only you see solution here. Okay, so look at this question guys. It says that a train A leaves station P at 6:30 a.m. and reaches station Q at 8:30 a.m. on the same day. Another train B leaves station Q at 6 a.m. and reaches station P at 8:48 a.m. on the same day. How long did train B take to meet A? Okay, so the point is basically let's try to understand this by diagram, because data is very less here. So how do you tackle such question? We need to learn it. Okay, so basically it says that ki, let's say for example these are 2 points P and Q here. Okay, and train A is leaving from this station at 6:30 a.m. Okay, and train A reaches Q at 8:30 a.m. So it reaches Q, is A train only, right? So A reaches Q at 8:30 a.m. That means it has covered the journey basically in 120 minutes, right? Okay. In the other scenario, what has happened? Train B leaves station Q. So let's say the train B here. So train B leaves station Q at 6 a.m. Sorry, 6 a.m. Okay, and train B reaches P at 8:48 a.m. Basically, the time gap is 2 hours 48 minutes here. So I can say that the time gap is basically 14 by 5 hours. है ना? Basically, you can calculate that here. 6 a.m. to 8:48 a.m. 2 hours 48 minutes. Okay, so you can just divide by 60. 2 hours and 48 by 60. That is 2, 4 by 5. So 2 plus 4 by 5 hours becomes 14 by 5 hours. है ना? So 14 by 5 hours. And similarly, A is taking 2 hours here. So A is taking 2 hours here. Train A is covering this in 2 hours because 6:30 to 8:30 a.m. है ना? So now what I should do in such question? Okay, so assume distance, because we don't have distance here, we don't have speed here. So we all work in the ratio here. So but I know that distance is constant in such case, है ना? So you can work in the ratio. I can assume distance to be, so we can assume distance to be an LCM of 2 and 14 and 5. That is basically the LCM of time given. Why LCM? Because it will be multiple and calculation will be easier. So what is the LCM of 2 and 14 and 5? So basically the LCM of fractions, we should know that LCM of fractions, okay, this is fraction, right? 2 and 14 by 5 is equal to LCM of numerators upon HCF of denominators, right? That basically means that 2 and 14, the LCM will be 14, that is LCM of numerator, and this is denominator is 1 here. So 1 and 5, HCF is 1, because in 1 and 5, what highest, HCF is highest common factor. What is the highest common factor common in 1 and 5? 1 is common. So 14 by 1, 14 is the LCM. So what I can assume that, I can assume the distance to be 14 kilometer. This is an assumption, right? Assumption. Okay. So it's an assumption distance is 14 kilometer. If distance is 14 kilometer, so what is speed of A? The speed of train A will be covering 14 kilometer in 2 hours. So speed should be 7 kilometer per hour, and speed of train B should be covering 14 kilometer in 14 by 5 hours. That is equal to 5 kilometer per hour. है ना? Right? So now what I got, so now I need to see that. So we got everything now. So we have distance, we have speeds right now. So we can operate now this question. Okay. So basically this question here says that that another train B leaves station Q at 6 a.m. and reaches P at 8:48 a.m. How long did train B take to meet A? So see, obviously it's a funda of relative speed, right? It's a funda of relative speed for sure. Okay. Now relative speed basically means that I need to see कि at what time both bodies are moving, because आपको याद होना चाहिए, you should remember that कि जो हमने पढ़ा था relative speed, ठीक है, that it is basically applicable on moving bodies. So I can only apply this funda when the bodies are moving, right? So if I see at 6 a.m. this train doesn't exist. This train started at 6:30 a.m. That means I should see कि 6:30 is the minimum time we can work upon, क्योंकि 6:30 के पहले तो ट्रेन एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करता है. At 6 a.m. this train doesn't exist here. So now I can say that the minimum time or the least time when the both bodies are moving is 6:30, right? So I can take 6:30. Let's say for example 6:30 train A is here. 6:30 I'll observe for train B. Where is train B right now? So in half an train B speed is what? 5 km per hour. So from 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. train B has moved in 1 hour 5 km. So in half hour 2.5 km. So I can see that at 6:30 a.m. train B is here, train A is here. The gap between them is, the total gap was supposed to be 14 km from here to here, right? but in 14 this 2.5 subtracted. So right now the current gap is 14 minus 2.5 is 11.5 kilometer. So gap between A and B is 11.5 kilometer right now, and you know that two bodies are coming from opposite direction, so speed is added na in relative speed, right? So what I can say that time taken will be distance by speed. Distance is basically gap here, 11.5 kilometer. What is the time taken? Time will be 7 plus 5, no? 7 plus 5. Take care, sorry. Time is speed. Speed will be addition. This speed is 7. So train B speed is 5 and train A speed is 7. So speed is added, right? So this is kilometer per hour. So what is time taken here? So time taken will be 11.5 divided by 12 change into minutes, that is 60 minutes. Okay. So if I solve it, 12 5 ja will get cancelled. The answer will be 57.5 minutes. है ना? That means when the both train will meet actually. So after 6:30 we applied this reduced speed, no? After 6:30. So after 6:30 a.m. 57.5 minutes more. So 6:30 plus 57.5 minutes more. Okay. So exact time will be how much? 7 hour 27 minute. 0.5 minute means 30 seconds. So 30 seconds. This is the exact time. 7 hour 27 minute 30 seconds. At this time both the trains will meet. That is the answer for this question, and that's how you solve this question, right? So you will see these questions 6:30 है 8:30 है ना, देखोगे तो हमेशा ऐसा questions मिलेगा, right, where only time is given, speed and distance not given. So the best way to solve this kind of question is assume some distance to the multiple so that speeds are in integers, and then we can easily operate from there. Okay, chalo then. Let's move to the last question for the day. Okay, this is question 10 here. Now this question says that train A, which is 125 meter long, is traveling at 108 kilometer per hour. See, this is meter and this is kilometer per hour. So we should convert kilometer per hour into meter per second. So 1 kilometer is 1000 meter and 1 hour is 3600 second. I can cancel it and make it 5 by 18 meter per second. So 5 by 18 meter per second is the number here, right? Okay, that is the conversion factor. That means if I want to convert 108 kilometer per hour into meter per second, should multiply by 5 by 18. 18 6 ja, it is equal to 30. So it should be 30 meter per second. It says that train A is there. Train A is 125 meter long. So train A is 125 meter long and its speed is 30 meter per second. Okay. On a parallel track, a 180 meter long train is traveling. Train B is traveling, right? So on a parallel track, train B is traveling, and the distance, its length is 180 meter. Okay, and its speed is 72 kilometer per hour. Change into this here, 72 kilometer per hour into 5 by 18 should be 4 times. Should be 20 meter per second. So this should be how much? 20 meter per second. So now train B is moving at 180 meter, length is 180 meters, speed is 20 meter per second. Take care. And then they're moving in same direction, so same direction. Okay. In train B, a passenger is walking towards the rear end of the train at the speed of 9 kilometer per hour. So let's say that the person is here and he is walking towards the rear end of the train at the speed of 9 kilometer per hour. Take care. At the speed of 9 kilometer per hour. ठीक है, correct. So 9 kilometer per hour हो गया. In how many seconds will train A will completely? So what they're saying that what is 9 kilometer per hour? So again convert this here. So 9 kilometer per hour, convert this into meter per second. 5 by 18. Okay, that is equal to 2.5 meter per second. This person is moving at the speed of 2.5 meter per second. So I can just rub it out. Okay, should be 2.5 meter per second. 2.5 meter per second. Okay. Now understand this, guys. So basically he is moving towards the rear end of the train at a speed of 2.5 meter per second. Okay. In how many seconds will train A completely cross the passenger in train B? Okay. So train A needs to completely cross here. So obviously time is equal to distance by speed. So what is the distance this train has to cross? So basically this person is seeing this train, and this train, it says that train A will completely cross the passenger train B. That means this is train A right now. So what this person will see that it has to completely cross right now. Okay. So completely cross का point क्या है कि that means the person will see the whole length the whole length of train A crossing in front of his eyes, है ना. मतलब इस person को क्या लगेगा कि जो train A है ये इसके सामने से पूरा cross कर गया. ठीक है. That is the meaning of completely cross, right? So train has completely crossed train A has completely crossed the person. तो मान लो person, suppose person ऐसे होगा, है ना, there is a person here. Right. So train A, first you will see train A like this, and that train A completely crosses then like this. That means he has completely seen the length of train A. That means he has to cover the complete length of train A. What is the complete length of train A? So it has to cover 125 meter. Okay. Now at what speed actually, right? So what is the speed right now? So understand this, guys. So basically speed will be, no, because the train is running in this direction 20 meter per second, and the person is running like this 2.5 meter per second. So do visualize this, that ultimately the person is the person is not going backward. Is the person going backward? No, the train is moving like this. Okay. So and the person is walking behind the train like this. Okay. That means person is going against the train, but obviously when train will come from this position to this position, person will also come here. So the person is going with the train. Okay. But because it is going against the motion of the train, so he is going in 1 second, person is going 2.5 meter here, and in 1 second train is pushing him 20 meter this side. Understand this, right? What is happening? In 1 second the person will go 2.5 meter towards left side, and in the same 1 second the train will come 20 meter to the right side. So effectively the person is moving in this side at the speed of 17.5 meter per second. Okay. So what is the effectively? Because person is moving against the train 2.5. So in 1 second person moves 2.5 meter to the left. In 1 second train moves 20 meter to the right. So ultimately this, what will happen here in that case, the person is effectively moving towards with the, because person is obviously moving with the train ना. तो person obviously train के साथ चल रहा है, तो person is moving with the train. तो person का effective speed कितना हो जाएगा? 17.5 meter per second हो जाएगा, right? That means ultimately the person is moving this side in 17.5 meter per second. तो person is moving towards right side in 17.5 meter per second. The train is crossing at the rate of 30 meter per second, right? So what is the speed here? So when two bodies are running in same direction, their speed is subtracted, right? So what is the difference? What is the speed right now? It should be 30 minus 17.5, है ना? So 30 speed, train's speed, 17.5, person's effective speed, right? Then what is the 17.5? It is the effective speed of the person. Okay, effective speed, because 2.5 तो वो मूव कर रहा है. खुद सोचो ना यार, मान लो पर्सन वाज सिटिंग आइडियल इन द ट्रेन, तो पर्सन आराम से यहाँ पे बैठा रहता, तो ट्रेन मूव कर रहा है 20 के स्पीड से, तो पर्सन भी मूव कर रहा है 20 के स्पीड से. हाँ, person is also inside a train, that means you are sitting at moving at 20. But when person is going against, now person is basically walking this side at this rate of 2.5 meter per second, but train is pushing him this side at the rate of 20 meter per second. That means person's effective speed will be 17.5 meter per second towards the right. Okay, that's the answer. ये distance cover करना है at this speed, तो 125 meter divided by 12.5 meter per second, तो कितना हो गया आपका? ये 10 seconds हो गया. So 10 seconds is the answer for this question, right? In 10 seconds, the train A will completely cross the passenger in train B, right? So these were the 10 questions here. A good application of multiple concepts like T8 under root T8 T equal to under root T8 TB SA by SB equal to under root SB by SA है ना. तो सबका यहाँ पे application था, right? मतलब sorry, SA by SB equal to under root TB by TA, then relative speed, then आपका बीच का वो ratio वाला. So it's a good 10 question. Practice this. Okay, we'll continue in the next class. Okay, thank you.